say something, man. On this anti-slob channel, where we talk about self-improvement for men, we're probably going to do a lot of more Kevin Samuels content. For one, Kevin Samuels was the embodiment of anti-slob, anti-sloppy, lazy, obese, bad behavior. He was the embodiment of that. And also, with his untimely passing and all of these, evil, unaccountable slobs that are trying to drag his name, it ain't gonna happen on my watch. I'm gonna keep that man legacy alive because I agree with like 99.9% of the things that he said. People don't want to be held accountable. People like dysfunction and chaos. And another thing too I want to point out, Kevin Samuels, like I said before, did not make anybody call into his show and ask for his advice and his opinions. All of that was done voluntarily. Kevin Samuels also didn't force anybody to watch his content. That was done voluntarily. So what I don't understand is what type of sick person that you have to be when you're watching a man that you hate, then you get triggered, and then you spew out your hate. Now here Kevin Samuels has passed away. We got black women twerking on his gravesite, essentially, celebrating his death. But on the other hand, we got YSL, Young Thug, and Gunna getting locked up for this RICO case. And all I hear is free them. Oh my God, they're picking on black men. They're targeting black men. It's all this empathy and sympathy for criminals. But then you got a guy like Kevin Samuels who's holding your ass accountable, and you celebrate his death. I remember when George Floyd passed away, or was killed, and I seen all of the emotion and all of the rage that was spilled out into the streets. But here you have Kevin Samuels, whose entire message was dedicated to getting back the nuclear family, and he receives nothing but hate from his own people, his own community. So, just want to get that off my chest real quick. We're going to do a reaction video. This is the first time I've ever reacted to this individual, Mr. Charelston White. He speaks on the passing of Kevin Samuels, and we're going to react to it. So let's go.
I'm sure he's hurt a woman. I've hurt women. I've cheated on women. I've lied to women. I've disrespected women. I've never disrespected my mother. I've never disrespected my sister. Never. I've never disrespected my daughter. But I've disrespected my wife. I've disrespected my girlfriends. I've disrespected some female cousins. So I'm not a perfect man, right? But I haven't been hurting black women. I haven't been preying on black women. I don't publicly disrespect black women, nor have I ever seen Kevin Samuels do it.
Okay. I didn't know where he was going with that. So he basically spoke about, not brutally, verbally assaulting black women online, not talking down on y'all. And he also said that he's never seen Kevin Samuels do it, and I agree. Those clips that you would see were just clips. Have you ever watched a full video of a Kevin Samuels video? I used to watch it. I actually watched his content, right? I watched it. And I would see people call in and get snarky, get rude, call themselves trying to check and correct him on his platform. And then he does the checking and the correcting because it's his platform. You called him. He didn't call you.
We love our rappers. We love our basketball players. We love our football players. And there's nothing against Kobe Bryant. But Kobe Bryant's been accused of rape. This is nothing against Tupac. Tupac's been convicted of rape. This is nothing against Mike Tyson. He's been convicted of it. This is nothing against Lawrence Taylor. He's been accused of having sex with an underage prostitute who was already beaten.
Okay, so yeah, I see where he's going with that. So all of those men that he has just laid out, they have been exalted and put on a high, high level of actual worship. Y'all love these men. And they've had some egregious allegations or convictions on their record. But we still love these people. Kevin Samuels has never, to my knowledge, I'm just going to say never because we would have known by now the way y'all hate this man. He's never been accused, convicted of any crimes, especially grape. Gotta say grape because of the YouTube algorithm. Especially grape. So my thing is like, what did he really do to you women to make y'all hate him so much? I actually want to know. Because I hear people say, oh man, you guys are so upset that, he died. Did you even know him? Well, like as y'all like to say, it goes both ways. So you hate him so much. Did you even know him? Why do you hate him so much? And I'll tell you why a lot of men were upset that he died. Because you women ask, but do you ever sit around and wait for the answer? Y'all love to throw that out there, but let me give you the answer. The reason why a lot of young men are upset that Kevin Samuels died is because he was able to articulate so eloquently, so masterfully, what a lot of men have already been thinking when it comes to modern women and relationships. See, a lot of women are so upset at a guy like Kevin Samuels because he has put a magnifying glass on your masterful manipulation. See, women, y'all have been running circles around guys when it comes to relationships. Y'all got these guys simping for y'all, accepting your bad behavior, accepting your obesity, accepting other men's kids, and y'all turn around and give a man your ass to kiss and act like your guy's gift from heaven. A lot of you went, it's undisputable facts because all he would do is turn that camera on, turn that microphone on, and just let you women talk. You would expose yourselves. See, this camera, this internet, this clout, man, it can expose a lot of things. So don't get mad at him for asking the questions. Don't get mad at him for having a platform. When you ran your mouth and let us know how you truly feel about men, about your experiences with men. So I don't want to make this, Kevin Samuels made it this way. No, he didn't make it in any kind of way. He just shined a light onto what the hell was going on, what guys were talking about in locker rooms and in barbershops when no women are present. He just put it out on the forefront. All he did. Well, let's get back to the video. I can go on and on about the Godfather.
I can keep going on and naming men who have been accused of or there's accusations, or there's evidence of them being the kind of men that hurt people.
Yeah.
We don't have no evidence of Kevin Samuel ever being that kind of man. So for us to harbor that kind of disdain for this man because he share his responses to questions. He never shares publicly what he thinks.
You see that? All he's doing is he has a platform. He's sharing the responses to the questions that he asks. He asks his questions very well. Like Kevin Samuels should have been a lawyer. He's very good at deductive reasoning, very good at asking questions, and he's really good at listening. So you're gonna get mad because a man is listening to what you said and repeating back what you said? See, like I said, a lot of y'all women, y'all used to it being an unfair playing field. You used to running circles around men with all that mumbo jumbo, double talking, hypocritical talking points, and just nobody ever checking you on that. Just letting it slide. Just letting it slide. And you just getting mad because that game that you were running on a lot of men has come to an end. But I mean, really not. Just women, step your game up. Just step your game up. Yeah, go to the gym, get that little weight up off of you. Get your mental together. And hey, may the best person win. You run your game, he run your game. Hey, man, whoever come out on top comes out on top. But don't get mad at people like Kevin Samuels for trying to help men navigate and deal in this dating market. Just step your game up.
He never shares his open opinions. He's always asked a question. I was almost tricked into not liking him.
You see that? I think that's interesting, man. I was almost tricked into not liking Kevin. I wonder who almost tricked him into not liking Kevin. See, the hate for Kevin Samuels is so strong. You actually have women who would try to manipulate other men to also hate Kevin Samuels. He just admitted it almost worked on him. It almost worked on him. Masterful manipulation at its finest.
Never.
Producing and recording this because he's not live.
Huh?
This is important. They never see the humanity in you, man. They need to see the humanity.
Yeah, man. I was almost tricked into not liking this guy, man.
Yeah.
Until I started listening to him. It was easy for me to not like him based on it.
And I want to stop there too, man, because I almost had that moment. I had because I had started off watching Kevin Samuels, and then I just got to, hearing all of the women who were so upset and so hurt by what he was saying. I started to have those type of thoughts, like, man, he's destroying women, and that's not fair what he's doing. Like, I'm tired of listening to this content. This guy, blah blah blah, right? I'm not gonna lie, I did. But I was looking at those clips. I would see those clips, and I was just like, God damn. But something in me said, I was at work, I'm at work, I'm bored. I'm like, man, let me give this guy another chance. Let me actually listen to an entire broadcast and see, is he giving out that energy? Are they calling him and he just destroying them and just being an asshole and being rude? Or is this a response to the energy that he's getting? And long story short, when I started listening to his broadcast again from the beginning to the end, I was like, he's not doing anything wrong. He is just sitting there asking questions, listening to the response, deductive reasoning, and that's it. That's it. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like in the so-called black community, it's almost like black women think they own black men. Because I hear you guys say, oh, your mama black. Okay, your dad's black. Like, what is that? What is that even supposed to mean? So because my mother is black, I'm supposed to allow you, a woman that I don't even know, I'm supposed to allow you to have dominion over me and disrespect me on my show, on my platform, because my mother is black. I just owe you the world. A stranger, I don't even know you. I gotta let you call me up and just disrespect me and scream at me because my mama black. Absolutely effing not. So when I started listening to him, I was just like, no, hell no. This guy isn't wrong. This guy isn't doing anything wrong. And you guys want to talk about the tone police and tone police? I don't hear black women watch their tone when they talk and they talk bad on men. That's every single day. I never see another black woman hold another black woman accountable for talking down on men ever. They all just say, "Go ahead, girl. Yes, sis. Yes, queen. Yes, yes." All I hear. I hear a lot of encouragement. I hear a lot of cheerleading. I hear a lot of pandering. Let's like I said, I can go on and on about Kevin. Let's get through this video.
Everybody else's opinions. So when I took the time to listen and look and observe and assess for myself, I said, shit, he's saying the same things I said. And so I see how easy it is for public opinion to persuade anyone's opinions. And so I almost shedded a tear because I've had people call me today and say, hey man, they say Kevin Samuels was dead. And I would look at the sites that was saying it, but none of them was credible sources. So I learned to ignore non-credible sources. So when I got to the studio and my executive producers said that Revolt TV posted it. My publicist had been calling me. She said they had been calling Kevin Samuels all day, that he hadn't been answering. She called a friend of a friend that personally talks to him on a daily basis. He hadn't been answering. So when my executive producer said that Revolt TV.
Yeah, I just want to hurry up and jump in. Yeah, when I heard that news about Kevin, my boy called me up and said, man, they said Kevin Samuels dead. And I had immediately went on to Google, and it was, like he said, there was a lot of different uncredible sources talking about that. And I got a theory about that, the way that got out. Kevin Samuels died in Atlanta. And this could be false, but this is just my theory. Kevin Samuels died in Atlanta, where there's a predominantly black populace. I'm sure that the EMS workers, police officers, nurses, people at the hospital, they probably were all mostly black people, right? Now, these were some black women. I'm sure they knew about Kevin Samuels. And I'm sure that with them being the first responders, they immediately got on their phone, started texting and making posts and talking about it. And that's how the information got out there so fast. That's just my theory. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that's a fact. But I just definitely want to throw that out there because I know how we are. I know how we do. And we know how black women generally felt about Kevin Samuels. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. And I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't really receive 100% of medical care as he should. I wouldn't be surprised if they really didn't give him proper medical attention. I wouldn't be surprised. Right? Wouldn't be surprised about that. But yeah, we're going to keep going, man. Hopefully that it's not the case, man. But just from all of the evilness that we're seeing about, Brother Kevin Samuels, the Godfather, I wouldn't be surprised.
Posted it. I know that's credible. And so as soon as I looked online, I seen people celebrating. And I almost shedded a tear.
Evil.
Because we honor rappers.
My credit guy called him.
We can't speak on rappers when they die. You can't speak on Nipsey Hussle. You can't speak on King Von.
Right.
You can't speak on no rapper. But here it is, a man who's known to be successful, who seems to have good morals, good values. He's not promoting criminality. He don't promote murder. He don't, man, and we celebrating the fact that he.
Hey, man, I got to pause that. So, yeah, in the black community, you can't speak on none of these rappers that talk about killing other black men, that talk about committing crimes. You got to speak in the vernacular of silence when it comes to them. But when it comes to Kevin Samuels, a black man that's not involved in any criminality, that's being positive, that is holding your damn feet to the fire, holding you accountable, we can celebrate and speak all of these evil things on his name. We can disrespect his name. The hypocrisy.
He's dead. But we cry for the rappers. My soul
do nothing.
Yeah, my soul weep, man. Yeah, my soul weep. That's a sign That's a sign that we're so far gone as a race of people. I think we're at a point of no return.
Facts.
When we can cry.
Facts. We can cry for rappers who openly disrespect us, who openly talk about killing us. We can laugh about a positive figure in our community and totally miss his whole message because your feelings are involved. You just ignoring the message, his tone. I don't like the way he said. Oh yeah, he's saying something right, but I just don't like the way he said.
Cry and mourn for the rappers, and they'll kill you for speaking on rappers who've killed people. But here it is a man. Here it is a man, black man, and they celebrating it.
And I don't see any other groups of women besides black women celebrating Kevin Samuels' death. Any other. Just want to throw that out there too. Y'all hold that L and y'all take that accountability. It's not all of y'all, but it's a small amount of y'all that's not celebrating. It's a large amount of y'all that are.
I see why the country, well, let me just say this. I see why black people and black supporters tore up the country for George Floyd and didn't shed a tear for baby Tamir Rice. I get it now.
Hey, I want y'all to hear what he about to say, man. He going somewhere. Listen to this. We tore up the country for a crackhead, but Tamir Rice, a young boy that got killed, nothing happened.
I get it now. We honor the things that destroy us. And we resent the things that hold us accountable. And all Kevin Samuels ever did was hold people accountable for what they brought to him on his platform.
Hey, man. Shout out to Charelston White. He hit it. He hit it on the head right there, man. He hit that on the head. That was perfectly said. We honor the destruction in the so-called community, and we resent the accountability in the community. So really, you don't want correction. You don't want things to get better. You like chaos. You want it to stay the same, just remain chaotic. That's what you guys really want. And your actions is saying that. I don't care what you say. We're looking at a pattern of behavior that is answering that narrative.
And so, man, that's all I really have to say about that. And I'll probably never speak on it again. Because I don't know what to say, homie, when they celebrating that man's death. So what I'm going to tell my family is, say.
Hey, man, I can't even hear no more of this, man. That just low-key made me sad, man, because that was so real. Man, that was real. He said all truth. And I ain't really got too much to say, because I've said a lot in this video already. Anti-Slob, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're going to be doing, every week is going to be a Kevin Samuels video. It's not going to be when he was checking and correcting those modern women, which they deserve, like I said before. It's going to be more of the self-improvement content that he had. He had a lot of that. He had a lot of game, a lot of gems for men to learn from. And we're going to go through that. We're going to go through that content. Pick out those gems and those nuggets, apply the knowledge to ourselves, and we're going to get better. We're going to keep showing our work. We're going to put in the work, and we're going to keep his legacy alive. Rest in peace to the Godfather. Rest in power, Kevin Samuels. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Anti-Slob, we out.
Anti-slob, anti-lazy, trying to be the best me. That I can be, it's up to me. I'm taking all accountability. I just gotta keep going hard to get the win, again and again. No pain, no gain. This ain't just a diet plan. This a whole life change. It's a whole life choice. Listen to my voice. You can tell I ain't playing. I'm trying to be the best I can be. That's my goal. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, go. Anti-slob. Anti-slob, 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 anti-slob.